What is going on, guys? Let's talk about Tippmann Cronuses. So it's likely if you're watching this, you are a new paintball player. Maybe you haven't played paintball in a long time. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you just want to know if the Cronus is good. So the Tippmann Cronus is Tippmann's least expensive paintball gun. Tippmann's known for, let's say, just being super reliable, really durable. Tippmann's easily the most popular paintball company ever. They probably sell 15 guns for all the other paintball guns sold in the industry. So they're, super popular. And it's because they're super durable, reliable, and just work. So if you're new to paintball, Tippmann Cronus, awesome option. Let's say the Tippmann Cronus comes in two options. This is going to be the basic option where, it's really just a paintball gun. There's also the Cronus Tactical. So the Tactical essentially is the same thing as the basic, the just plain version, except it has that collapsible stock that actually can stop in different positions. I believe there's 4 positions, so it can be close like that or longer. Also has that carrying handle and also has barrel shroud. One's not really better or worse. This one just has, those 3 extra things on it. So since they're very similar, and that one's easier to wield, let's talk about the basic one. So the Cronus, unlike Tippmann's other guns, is primarily nylon. There's an aluminum sleeve that goes down the body that contains all the internals and all the working parts of the gun, but for the most part, all nylon. The most popular part about the Cronus, and the part that people like when you first hold it, is this grip. So it's really comfortable. This whole part right here is made of rubber, so it's nice and comfortable. Fits in your hands really well with these finger grooves. And it's just comfortable. So it's really nice to hold. It has that same grip as a TCR we kind of did a review on recently. So it's, feels really comfortable in the hands. We like it a lot. The Cronus also has that foregrip in the front. You can loosen that screw, take the screw out actually, and then move that foregrip around, maybe give the gun a little bit smaller feel, or you can extend it, make it feel a little bit longer. Has that sight rail, the Picatinny Weaver mount sight rail on the top. So you can, you could put scopes and sights and whatever you want on it really. Essentially the best part about this gun isn't the foregrip, it's not the comfortable trigger guard, sight rails, any of that stuff. It is a Tippmann. It's an affordable Tippmann, they're under $100, and it's just crazy reliable. So if you want something that's extremely reliable and just works, the Cronus is awesome. They're super good value. They'll work fine on compressed air or CO2. You can put any hopper you want on it and just go play paintball. I think the biggest drawback though to the Cronus is barrels, right? So they take a Tippmann A5 barrel thread. So the barrel thread's not that unique, it's not super rare, so there's lots of Tippmann barrels out there. But in order for aftermarket barrels to fit, they do have to go through this little tan shroud locking piece on the front. That's the piece that the shroud locks onto with the tactical version. So it's there. You have to be able to get really thin barrels like the stock barrel to be able to go through that little locking shroudy piece in the front. Another drawback of the Cronus is there aren't a lot of upgrades for it. So like the other Tippmanns, they have the Tippmann Cyclone Hopper or the E-grip or the response trigger. None of that stuff will fit onto these. If you want that stuff, if you think that at some point you're going to want the E-grip to be able to have full auto and 3M burst, it's probably a better idea to look at like the Tippmann A5 that already has that Cyclone Hopper, or the Tippmann 98, which you could put the E-grip, response trigger, or Cyclone Hopper onto. Let's look at the tactical one. So back to the tactical Cronus. Like I said before, it's essentially the same gun, just has stock, carrying handle, barrel shroud deal. So this shroud comes off really easy. You can turn to the right, falls right off. You can unscrew those 2 knobs, carrying handle comes off. You remove a screw and stock comes off. So it's a good value. If you think you like this setup, but might perhaps want to go smaller later on, it's really easy to take this stuff off. And it's only an extra $20. So the Cronus Tacticals sell for $120, I believe. So it's worth that $20. I mean, for that $20 extra, you do get that cooler looking like barrel shroud thing. You get that carrying handle and the stock. If you want to later on though, you can buy the like upgrade Cronus kit or whatever that does come with those 3 pieces, but they're $50. So it's an extra $30, say, if you want to do it to the basic Cronus. There are also other Tippmann stocks that will fit these though. Tippmann makes a collapsible and folding stock that goes right on the back that does collapse like this, but it also folds, so you can push it down and fold the whole stock to the side to make the overall gun even a little bit shorter. Makes it easier to like put into bags, or just if you want to say use a remote and then get really tight in situations, you could fold that stock around to the side. That's pretty much the tactical one. So I know me personally, right, like if I'm choosing between these two, it's going to be the smaller one. I just like that smaller, more compact size. I don't necessarily need, that stock or any of the other fluff on it. I just want it to work. So having just a basic version works great for me. So the Cronus is the most basic Tippmann, and that price reflects it. So at that $100, you kind of get what you get. You can't put a lot of upgrades or do a lot of stuff to it. Yeah, so I really like these things. I think they're an excellent value. And if you are, that new player, you're not sure what you want, what you think about paintball, if you don't want to spend a bunch of money, the Tippmann Cronuses in either configuration are both awesome choices. So if you have more questions about these Tippmann Cronus or other entry-level starter paintball guns, leave a comment below. I think I know a lot about these paintball gun things. So I'll answer them. Leave a comment.